Hi everyone, welcome back to Thread HQ. On this podcast, we dive into the deepest recesses of Reddit so that you don't have to, and find entertaining stories of all sorts. Right now we're doing a Halloween special, and today Jordan has some creepy and odd stories for us, so I'm excited.
Let's get started. All right, so I have a couple of stories. They're from Ask Reddit, and the prompt was, what's the creepiest, most unexplainable thing you've ever seen with your own eyes that still haunts you to this day? Got 4 stories from that question that I thought were weird and pretty creepy, some of them. So buckle up. All right, so this first one is from Prestigious Grape 288. I don't think
Prestigious Grape.
The names on here. I don't think I've ever written this down. Way back when I was learning to ride a bike, probably circa 1980, I had a typical little kid 2-wheel bike with training wheels. One night, I left it over at the neighbor's. No big deal, because I could see it out my window, and it was fine when I went to bed. We lived in a suburban neighborhood where the houses were very close. Just to paint the picture, this was during an era where kids played cowboys and Indians, dressed up as Native Americans for Halloween, watched The Lone Ranger, etc. That night, I dreamed that a Native American in full headdress, face paint, moccasins, etc. came into the neighbor's yard and broke the training wheels off my bike. When I went down to check the next morning, the training wheels were broken off the bike.
Oh.
Not just removed, but broken in pieces, just like my dream.
Wow.
I kind of feel like no one was properly freaked out about this at the time, but it stayed with me as a vivid memory for almost 50 years. The happy ending is I never got new training wheels and learned to ride without them.
Huh.
I now think my obsession with Indian in the Cupboard could be where the dream came from. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I liked that one as a kid.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's been forever since I've seen that.
Yeah, it's been. Now I want to watch it. But
anyway, weird.
That's so weird.
Yeah, they had a dream.
So weird when things like that happen, where you have a dream.
And then you wake up
and
it's like
something happens in real life
that
correlates.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like when?
Like when I served as a missionary.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream. Like I woke up, totally everything happened exactly as my dream happened. For the first 30 seconds that I was awake.
Like what?
When I was a missionary, I had this dream that in the dream I woke up to the phone ringing upstairs. So I ran upstairs, grabbed my phone, and my leader was calling me, and he said, "Hey Jordan, you're going to come to my area and we're going to do some work here today for the rest of the day. And my companion's going to go with yours." And I was like, all right. And then I went downstairs and I told my companion, and he started complaining and saying, "Oh, I don't want to do this." And then suddenly I woke up from that dream.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything happened exactly as it did in that dream. Like I woke up and suddenly the phone rang upstairs. I was like, yeah, that's weird. And I ran upstairs and I answered, and it was my leader. He's like, "Jordan, or Elder Steinagel, you're coming to my area." He told me I was coming to his area.
Yeah, and then you went and told your companion, and he complained.
And he complained.
In the exact same way,
yeah,
with the exact same words.
I was just like, holy crap, this, everything in my dream just actually happened in real life.
That's happened to you other times too?
I had another time where I had a dream and I dreamt about the area I was going to as a missionary.
Okay.
And I saw everything, what the neighborhood looked like. And as we were driving through, I was like, I've been here before. And then I already knew where we were going. And then when we got there, it was this big plaza area with this house at the end. And I knew we were going to that house, and I knew what the house looked like before I went inside it.
What?
Yeah. And I went inside it, but in the dream, there was a companion I previously had that left an item in this dresser drawer thing upstairs for me. And so I ran upstairs and I was like, I wonder if there's something, and I like looked in the dresser drawer thing, and there was nothing there. But so I thought it was like more of a symbolic.
That's a
thing.
letdown.
I know. I was like, oh, okay. It's all fake.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
if there had been something, I would have been like,
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was wild.
I think I've had dreams before.
Yeah.
Where I felt, and then like deja vu type stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember any specifics though, so
Yeah.
boring. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll cut that out. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
All right, so this next story is by user DullState2457. When I was around 4 years old, I remember looking out my bedroom window and seeing cars driving through our side yard. Instead of looking like our yard, it looked like an actual road, and the cars were old-fashioned looking, like from the 1940s. This was in the 1970s. Our house was in a plan of homes with pretty large lots, and the through street ran in a completely different area. Naturally, I was frightened by what I saw and ran to tell my mother and older sister. They dismissed it and said I was either dreaming or making things up. I guess I can't really blame them for that. My sister occasionally would tease me about it over the years, and for some reason, every time I was in that part of the yard, I would get a creepy feeling that I shouldn't be there. I must have been about 12 or 13, and my grandmother was visiting. She told my sister and me that when she was a young girl, our neighborhood was part of a farm, and the main road used to run right through our side yard. The road was moved when the farm was broken up into housing lots. My sister and I looked at each other. All I could say was, "Yes, I know." Years later, I found aerials and maps online that proved the road was there until the 1940s. Isn't that weird?
Wow.
They had a dream.
So repeat the dream. So they
saw an old road with a bunch of old cars driving on it. It was like a highway was going through their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
He like saw this stuff.
And it was 1940s cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And they live in a place where the lots are really big.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But yeah, in the 70s, like all that was gone.
Yeah.
And so it was just
And they all made fun of.
And they all made fun of him for years.
Yeah.
Like, you saw things, you had this hallucination. You know?
Wow.
Like, oh, was that a hallucination? This is weird.
That's crazy.
Anyway. All right. So this next one is a bit creepy. It gave me a little bit of goosebumps, so we'll see if it gives you goosebumps. Your facial expressions are great. This story is by Kate Monster 89. I have a brother who is 8 years older than me. My mom used to talk about a creepy grinning version of my brother that she and my babysitter saw when he was little. That's kind of disturbing. It seemed to age with him, and my mom saw him multiple times. The babysitter saw him once and freaked the freak out.
Freaked the freak out.
Freaked the crap out.
Yeah.
I saw him when I was in high school. My brother worked multiple jobs and was gone a lot. To help him out and make some extra cash, I would clean his room and do his laundry for him each week. Nice. I would usually stay up late Saturday nights to watch Mad TV and SNL while folding laundry. I started feeling like I was being watched, but my brother was at work and everyone else was asleep. When I turned to look, there was my brother peeking around the wall of the hallway at me with a super creepy grin on his face. All I could see were his hands holding the wall and his head sticking out around the corner, but that grin was freaky. I instantly thought my brother was messing with me, so I said something along the lines of, "Ugh, get lost," and looked back to the TV. Then I remembered that he wasn't even home and the hairs on my arms stood up. I looked back and he was gone. But the next morning, I told my mom what I had seen and she just nodded in understanding. It was almost as freaky as the times I would catch something out of the corner of my eye or hear something late at night and try to ignore it only for my dog to start growling and facing the same direction. That house had some weird crap sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh,
So
creepy.
the mom and who else had...
And their babysitter.
And the babysitter had seen... The babysitter?
Yeah, the babysitter.
Had seen it too?
Saw it too. And then she saw it, or he saw it.
Wait,
So,
the brother
yeah.
had seen himself?
No, not the brother, but OP, sorry.
Oh, okay.
One commenter said, opening this thread at 11:30 a.m. like it's the middle of the day, the scary stories can't hurt you. Meanwhile, your prepo brother twin is peering around the corner and smiling at me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Such a creepy story.
Freaky.
All right, final story. This one's by Weird School 1844. I had something go on for months that I still can't explain. Lived with my mom at the time and was probably 15 or 16 when this happened. I'd always been a lover of horror movies and interested in anything spiritual, but never felt like I truly believed in anything could actually happen. At the time, I had a single bed pushed up against one corner of my bedroom, and one night I started seeing this girl appear as I was falling asleep. It would start whenever I went to close my eyes. I'd close my eyes and see this girl kneeling in front of me at eye level.
Oh.
She had her eyes closed, but I still felt like I was being watched. Happened for maybe a week before I started feeling really uneasy, and as I fell further asleep, this girl became less clear and began moving into the opposite corner of the room. Not physically got up and moved, but I felt her presence become more sinister and dark, and that corner of the room was pitch black, even though it was opposite the window. I tried to tell my mom, but she didn't want to know anything paranormal. I kept it to myself and just got on with less sleep than usual. Then I had two really, really unsettling things happen. One friend came over after school with me to grab something from my room. We were standing at my bedroom door, her in my room and me standing on the upstairs landing, and she started crying. Like really scared crying. She says, "There's something behind me." And of course, I'm like, "Excuse me?" I had not mentioned a single thing to her at all, and she told me she felt like there was something standing right behind her, breathing down her neck.
On the stairs? Her friend was on the
I
stairs?
think in her room. I think she was on the stairs.
Wait,
Oh,
so
her
who...
in my room and me standing on the stairs.
Oh, okay.
I had not mentioned a single thing to her at all, and she told me she felt like there was something standing right behind her, breathing down her neck. I stayed in her house that night and had friends over the following night to try to get myself over it. When I had the friends over, two of us topped and tailed, and in the morning, I asked how she slept. She's very spiritual, FYI. She said fine, but I saw a girl in here, and it kept me awake for a while.
Another friend? This is a different friend?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She was totally unfazed, and I asked her to explain, and when I say she described exactly what I had been experiencing down to the smallest detail. I basically crapped my pants there and then. She then tells me that if I'm uncomfortable, I have to tell whatever spirit that I'm not afraid and to leave me alone. Absolutely terrifying concept. I FaceTimed whatever friend I could that night and shouted that I wasn't scared and to get out of my space and leave me in peace. Never experienced any discomfort in that room ever again.
Huh.
Yeah. I told it to go away
Interesting.
and it went away, I guess. But creepy.
Yeah.
Two friends like verifying saw the same thing basically.
Yeah.
And ugh,
Ugh.
so creepy.
Very creepy.
But yeah. So
Yeah.
hopefully that helps us sleep better tonight.
Oh man. That's also why I don't like watching like horror movies or getting into that kind of stuff. Because I almost wonder, like, if you get into that stuff more, are you kind of like inviting that in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like to watch like Hallmark type movies. No, just kidding. Hallmark is really cheesy. Not quite that far. I mean, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes with my mom.
Yeah. Not so much with me.
All right. Well, those were some weird stories. Very creepy. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you want more. Usually we share very entertaining, funny, drama type stories, and we also have Freaky Fridays and Soup for the Soul Sundays.
Heck
so
lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Anyway, thanks for joining us again. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Happy Halloween.